What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys figure preview video. Today we are doing Deadpool from the movie Deadpool and Wolverine, and we are doing the second figure preview video of the day. So obviously I also went ahead and did Wolverine, his TVA jacket version from the movie, and then we're also going to go ahead and do Deadpool. So two videos for one day because of all the figures that have been released and because of how many figures I have myself right now to do unboxing and review. I kind of do want to speed up kind of the content, and to me I think it's fair to do these two figures the same day. Number one, they were both released at the same time on Sideshow Collectibles, right? Obviously they're both part of the same movie, so I thought it would be fair to kind of do both figure preview videos on the same day. Now, before I do start on the actual video itself, I do want to clarify I have seen the movie. Because of the origin of the character, I am going to drop a couple of spoilers right about the movie, although those spoilers won't include the plot, it won't include the cameos, and it won't include what specifically happened in the movie, but obviously I have to talk about the origins of the character, the accessories that the figure comes with. So basically I am going to drop a couple of spoilers, so I do want to give that quick warning that if you guys have not watched the movie, just kind of a warning, right? So that way you guys are aware. If you guys don't want to watch the video until you guys watch the movie, I completely respect that. If you guys want to stick along, I promise you guys I really won't spoil the full movie for you guys. I'll just give a couple of quick details about the origin of the figure, right? So again, it was obvious we were gonna get Deadpool, right? This would be my first Deadpool, right? I don't have a Deadpool in my collection, right? And to me, looking at the images, number one, I didn't care how great the guy looked. I was gonna get him anyways. Again, my first Deadpool, and then the movie itself is just such a masterpiece. And I know for itself that the movie is so big that Hot Toys is going to release a variety of figures, so I definitely want to have the full collection, just like I do for No Way Home Spider-Man. So for now, this is, if I'm not mistaken, the third figure that we get right now. So we've had two Wolverines, right? The regular Wolverine and the TVA version Wolverine. We get this guy. I think we're also gonna get Lady Deadpool, and I expect many more characters, right? For the specific movie. So stay tuned in for that, right? I know we're gonna have a lot of content for this movie, right? So again, as I mentioned before, we get Deadpool. We get two versions. We get a collector edition and special edition. No question, go for the special edition. The guy is pretty much the same price, right? And the expected ship time would be around mid 2025 to the end of 2025, so go for the special edition. I mean, it's gonna have more accessories and it's gonna be the same pricing, so why not? So I definitely already got the special edition, and I will include the link to Sideshow at on the description of the video if you guys are interested in purchasing him, excuse me, as he is up for pre-order, right? So let's take a look at the images, right? So he comes with, so basically, technically, it's 4 different Deadpools in one. So we get, obviously, the regular Deadpool. We get Dogpool as well, right? And also we get pretty much this kind of skull head Deadpool, right? And then we get Baby Pool as well, right? Now, I was surprised that we got Baby Pool as well as this head pool, not Dog Pool, because again, spoiler alert, the Dog Pool was a little bit more involved with regular Deadpool throughout the movie, right? Obviously these two characters have an affection for each other, right? So I wasn't surprised at all that both characters were in the same figure. But Baby Pool really didn't have any type of interactions with regular Deadpool, and same thing for head Deadpool, maybe here and there, right? But it wasn't really too much for me to think that they were going to involve them all in one figure. But we do, right? We do get them all 4, right? And I'm not complaining at all, right? To me, I think that the whole group together is going to look really nice, right? And the collection is going to look absolutely awesome, especially since I do expect more characters, right? Now, things that I do wonder about the figure is obviously how the suit will be made. Do I expect full fabric, real leather, pleather? Those are things that I really wouldn't know, right? Because obviously I don't have another Deadpool, right? So I really don't know how the guy is made. I feel like you guys in the comments, watching the video, would know more if you guys have been collectors for a longer time. So feel free to let me know in the comments, right? So that way I'm fully aware of what I'm about to get, right? It does look like regular fabric, but again, I don't want to just say like I know. It's just an educated guess, basically, right? It would be, right? So again, The figure itself looks great. He has obviously a lot of things going on here with his weapons, his knives, right? His belt, obviously, but he does get um these golden pistols, right? Golden pistols, right? That were not his. They were nice Deadpools, right? So obviously, Mr. Ryan Reynolds does play another Deadpool, right, with long hair and a clean face, and he is nice Deadpool, right? Again, spoiler alert. Unfortunately, he does die eventually, right? So regular Deadpool keeps the pistols, right? So to me, it gives him a really nice alternative look. So I'm glad that they included that. And then we get a special design diorama base, right? I'm not really even sure if it's supposed to represent anything. I mean, it's just pretty much kind of like a Rocky type of diorama base with the Deadpool and Wolverine logo in the middle of it. I'm hoping that they're going to include both display bases, because obviously we do get a regular hexagonal base with the Deadpool logo and some smaller Deadpool logos around the diorama base, the name of the movie, and of course the name of the figure. So I am hoping that we get all of that, right? We do get a lot of different face plates, I guess, side plates, right? Eye lenses, if I can say it that way, right? Showing different emotions for the character. And again, as I mentioned before, all of his weapons, right? Which is his knives, blades, right? And then his guns, pistols, and then also even Baby Pool has interchangeable eyepieces. So that would be very interested to have for the character itself, right? Obviously, questions for me that I have about the character, because of the suit, how great are his articulations going to be? Again, as I mentioned before, the fabric of the suit as well, right? Those are things that I do really wonder. Now, looking at the images that Hot Toys has provided, he looks absolutely awesome, no question about it. I've always been a big fan of Deadpool, right? So I'm going to be very, very glad to have him along, right? And I do also wonder how both the head pool and baby pool go connect to the guy as well. It does seem that he doesn't have a crotch grabber this time. He has a waist clamp on a flight pole that goes on the character, so that is pretty interesting to see how we're going to connect all of the figures together, right? Now, I wanted to take a look at this image. This is an absolute beauty. I cannot wait to display this whole collection, and the reason why I'm so excited is because of all the colors. So red, yellow, blue, all these colors. It's something very, very exciting to behold. So I cannot wait to do the unboxing videos for all these characters. It's going to be very, very fun. So very excited about that. Now, one thing that I was very, very interested to see, and we don't get it with this guy. So we don't get a Ryan Reynolds head sculpt, right? Obviously we do get a Hugh Jackman head sculpt for Wolverine, right? But we don't get a Ryan Reynolds head sculpt, and I'm not sure if we've ever gotten one with previous Deadpool figures. Now, what I'm about to say, to me, it's just a guess. I'm not saying that I know this or that I've talked to somebody about it. This is just, to me, a guess. I don't think Hot Toys would do this on purpose of leaving out the Ryan Reynolds head sculpt, right? I just don't think that they would. To me, the character's too big and too awesome for us to for them not to include a head sculpt at all. I personally think that, again, because of legal rights, maybe, obviously Deadpool, his origins is the characters from Fox, and as you guys know, we really don't have a lot of X-Men characters here by Hot Toys. So I think it might have to do a thing with legal rights, maybe with Ryan Reynolds. I'm not sure. Again, I'm just taking a guess, right? But just an FYI, we don't get a Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. We just get the figure on its own, right? With different eye plates or eye lenses to kind of give the character different expressions. And as I mentioned before, right, pretty much Baby Pool also gets that, right? So different eye plates, right, which is nice, and he even comes with his own milk bottle, right, as well. So I'm very excited about this Baby Pool as well, even though we only got a couple of minutes of screen time for him as well. Again, Dog Pool, we did get a lot of screen time for the guy, and obviously the dog itself and Deadpool have a big affection, so I am very happy that this doesn't come included. But obviously with Deadpool, again, just shocking that they were to include this with the character. But I think that Hot Toys, what they're aiming for is for us to have a really, really nice big collection for for this Deadpool and Wolverine movie, right? So pretty much that's all that I really have to say about the figure, right? So just looking at this image, how awesome does that look? And then right here, spoiler alert, we're also going to get Kidpool as well, right? But I think that's going to be pretty much an individual figure as well. So we'll have Kidpool, we'll have Baby Pool, we'll have regular Deadpool, Dogpool, Headpool, normal Wolverine, and then obviously the TVA version Wolverine, shirtless Wolverine. So we have all of those figures. I think also Lady Pool is expected, and I do believe more characters might be expected as well. Stay tuned in for that. Pretty much this is all I have to say about the figure. So I could go over the weapons and things like that, but those are things that we kind of pretty much know. So the pistols, the blades, and things like that, those are things that are pretty much expected with any Deadpool figure, right? I would expect for all the accessories to be made out of plastic, right? Nothing too special. What I am looking for is for those golden pistols, right? Those to me are going to give a really, really nice look to the guy. So cannot wait to go ahead and get him. Pretty much the rest are just images of Deadpool himself. As I mentioned before, he does have 5 different interchangeable eye expressions or pieces. And again, I feel like because we're not getting a Ryan Reynolds head sculpt, that's why we get all these options, right? Just to kind of give different looks to the character, right? So to me, it does look really, really nice. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this specific figure, and also let me know which is your favorite figure so far of the collection, right? That's coming up, right? For me, no question, it is Wolverine, right? How he looks just absolutely awesome with that new suit, and then obviously the mask itself. Get into the last image. Pretty much this is all that we have. So as I mentioned before, if you do get the special edition exclusive, which as I mentioned before, it's the same pricing as the regular collector edition, we get this different diorama base for Deadpool. We get the metallic golden pistols, but then obviously the regular version is going to have the regular display base, which is the hexagonal shape, although we don't get it in an image here. But we get, again, Dogpool, we get Headpool, we get Baby Pool, we get the different facial expressions, we get all of his weapons, and obviously a array of hand expressions, right? That's a lot of hand display, by the way. We get around 10 to 12 hand displays. So pretty much that would be it for the character. Again, my first ever Deadpool. Cannot wait to go ahead and get him. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you guys do want to grab him, I'll go ahead and include the link to Sideshow Collectibles so that way you guys can watch. Before I do end the video, as always, want to thank you guys for the support. Let me know what you guys think about me doing 2 videos at the same time. I hope I didn't offend anybody, but if I did, hey, completely understood, right? Maybe you guys wanted me to do 1 video per day, but again, just knowing how tight these 2 characters are, I felt like releasing both of them on the same day was probably the best option in my personal opinion. So again, as I mentioned before, guys, thank you so much for the support. If it is the first time that you're watching me, feel free to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notifications bell if you do guys want to stay updated with any upcoming videos, unboxings, or figure previews that I do on my channel. And a reminder that I am on Instagram and TikTok. The links to that are on the description of the video. Feel free to add me there so that way you can stay updated with anything that I do drop on my channel or anything that I have coming up. So for now, guys, this is going to be it for this Deadpool 3 1/6 scale collectible figure preview video. Thank you once again for tuning in today, and I will see you next time.